Welcome back to GoSycamores.com, everybody. Of course, we're in the midst of crossover season. Basketball starting to start up, football, of course, in full swing, but also women's swimming and diving now, not just swimming. Diving got started last weekend in Normal, Illinois. Coach Matt Leach joins me to recap it all and preview this weekend upcoming. And Coach Leach, finally diving in this past weekend. How was the first weekend for the diving program, but also just getting the full program off and rolling?
Yeah, it was great. Coach Chen has worked with two great young student athletes, Mackenzie and Laura, and they have been doing a great job, really creating a foundation that we're going to build from every year, year in and year out. So, yeah, a great start. Obviously, they had Illinois State, which is a tough opponent, especially on the diving side. Illinois State's had some success on the diving side going to NCAA's, but they did a great job stepping in and just trying to do their best.
You mentioned those experiences, and sometimes the first time doing it can be a tad nervous. How were your ladies over the weekend, and really how they handled that, even though there were only two of them? But that's a big stepping stone for this program.
Absolutely, I think you hit the nail on the head. Very nervous, but as they continue to get more experience through not only the 1 meter springboard and 3 meter, I think they gained some more confidence, and especially moving into to Sunday when we had our second dual meet of the weekend and dual meets. It was I think you could see a definite change, and that they knew they're part of the program, and Coach Chen's done a great job so far.
From the swimming side, Coach Leach, where has your group grown the most from? I know you've only had one weekend of action, but to go from year one to year two with those returners, could you sense that was a group that learned from last year and already helping them in weekend number one?
Yeah, they did a great job. We started out a little sluggish against Illinois State. Obviously, we've been working hard, and coming into that meet, we knew it was going to be an uphill battle. And starting out slow doesn't help being on the road. Can't start out slow, but what we did, we fought hard, and we scored a lot more points than we did a year ago. And so I think our returners obviously learned a lot in how to change the way they are approaching events, and how to get the team going again from the middle of a dual meet. And I think where we ended against Illinois State is where we began on Sunday at the Butler double dual meets.
Really, the double dual meets on Sunday. What did your crew carry over from that Saturday? That I know, talking to you, you were really pleased with what your team was able to do on Sunday.
Yeah, they did a great job of continuing that momentum, but I think going into that meet, they understood that, hey, we need to get out to a faster start. We have a bunch of opponents here that we can race, and we can really swim against. And they just came up with some more energy. We had a long day on Saturday at Illinois State, and so I kind of gave them a little bit of a struggle as far as they had to fight on that Sunday to have better energy, to really bring their A game, as you will, and they did. And last year, as a program, we had 3 wins, and this past weekend, we went 3-3. So I couldn't be more excited, and to be able to start off our first weekend of competition and beat 2 conference opponents, I couldn't be more happy with where we're at, and I know that moving forward, we're gonna continue to progress.
You mentioned moving forward, and you're going to see some really darn good teams this weekend when you go up to Notre Dame and even UIC. The challenges ahead for your crew.
It's like you said, it's going to be tough opponents. So Notre Dame's a great program, and they invited Louisville up to the relay meet, and so that's a top 10 program. So our young student athletes are going to see some of the best across the NCAA, and we're going to have other competition up there, such as Oakland and Olivet Nazarene on Friday, and then we'll be heading over to UIC to swim a dual meet on Saturday. So it's going to be a great weekend for us, Friday, Saturday, as far as getting some more experience and seeing some different competition.
And really, at this point, you really couldn't ask for anything more, right, Coach, to go up against some of the best teams in the program, some of the best teams in the country, because eventually that's where you want this place to be.
That's true, absolutely. And so, for us, again, is trying to get out there and see the best we can, and face some conference opponents, some top-level teams in the NCAA, but also just get used to the meet setup and traveling and getting used to new facilities. So I'm excited.
It's good that I'm not seeing you as much these days because that means you're busy, Coach Leach. Thanks so much for the time.
Thanks for having me, Luke.
Once again, I was Coach Leach. For more on Indiana State women's swimming and diving, you know where to stay. That's right here at GoSycamores.com.